right. Right now, we're about to get into another conversation. And you know that we've been talking about our kidney a lot throughout this month. And of course, it's almost the end of the month. In fact, the last day of the month. So why not talk about it one more time? But this time around, we're going to be talking about kidney in kids. You know, kidney and children's health. So how are we going to, how we should actually help our kids, you know, protect their kidneys with a healthy diet. And in the studio with us today is Gracia Hilary Freku, who is a registered dietitian at Medifem Hospital, Westlands. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
You are welcome.
Thank you so much.
All right. Now, can you explain the importance of kidney health in children?
In children, not the youth?
Well, children, they're all together.
Okay. So basically, kidney health is very important, right? And we don't pay attention to it as we are supposed to. So for someone who is not eating well, someone who is not practicing a healthy lifestyle is really susceptible to kidney issues. So situations like not eating balanced diets, having issues like diabetes, hypertension, and not being able to do your usual stuff by drinking water, exercising regularly, and so on and so forth, being stressed, not sleeping well, all these things affect your kidney. So if you are doing it the right way, you wouldn't have a problem with your kidney at all.
All right, so how can, how significant is actually the diet when it comes to maintaining a good kidney health in kids?
Okay, the diet is very important because we need to look at high fiber diets, we need to look at good proteins, we need to look at good fats, we need to look at fluid accumulation, and then we also look at proteins, potassium, magnesium, and then sodium. All these things are very important. They are the key areas that need to be taken into consideration when you are talking about kidney issues.
Right. So what is the kidney disease rate among the youth right now in Ghana?
Well, there's a range of 14 to 17%, but when I checked up, it's about 13% now, because more than 1,000 people living in Accra have kidney issues. So it's a big problem.
Right.
It's a big problem.
So when we say the youth, do you have any idea of the age range?
Yes, so we are supposed to look at the youth between, let's say, 20 to 35, but the statistics we have says from 20 to about 50 years, that age range or that age bracket has a lot of people having kidney issues, which is not supposed to be so, because people after 50, after 60 are the ones with a low metabolism that are supposed to have the kidney problems. But our lifestyle is what is giving us the issues now.
You just mentioned lifestyle.
Yes.
What are you talking about? What is it about the lifestyle that's creating this? Okay,
so let me use hypertension as an example, right? If you're consuming high doses of sodium foods, like processed foods, foods that are rich in salt, you're going to increase your high blood pressure. When your high blood pressure increases, one of the functions of the kidney is to maintain and stabilize your high blood pressure. So if your high blood pressure increases, your kidney is unable to do its function very well, and then it starts failing. So that is salt intake. When we look at alcohol, when we look at not eating high fiber foods, when we look at taking fatty foods, and then also smoking, all these forms part of addressing issues that are directly related to obesity, diabetes, hypertension, which are some risk factors that affect the kidney. So that's basically the lifestyle aspect of it.
Right. So what sort of foods can actually be problematic to all of us right now?
Let me talk about the healthier ones so that we can look at it that way. When we look at carbohydrates, right, we are looking at high fiber foods, so oats, wheat, the local things we have like the semolina, Tom Brown, ekwebemi, oblayo, your wheat bread, your fruits and vegetables, all those things that are high in fiber. If we want to go a bit foreign, then we can look at granola, chia seeds, flax seeds.
So these are all good for the
good foods.
Okay.
Do you understand? The high fiber is what we are looking at. When we take into consideration fats, for instance, we are looking at the unsaturated fats, which is the good cholesterol, omega-3 fatty acids found in avocado, found in eggs, found in salmon, found in oily seeds and nuts. Now the things that it becomes a problem for us are high sodium foods, high potassium foods, and high phosphorus foods. So somebody that has a kidney issue, you'll be asked to limit your sodium intake, and it's advisable to take 1 teaspoon the whole day. So for breakfast, lunch, and supper, the teaspoon of salt is what you're supposed to use for everything. Not 1 teaspoon per meal, but 1 teaspoon cut throughout. When we look at potassium, we have banana, we have plantain, we have potatoes. If you have a kidney issue, it should be restricted. But if
Okay.
you don't have a kidney issue, we talk about moderation. Yes, and then dairy products and nuts that has a relation with phosphorus too has to be limited if you have a kidney issue. If not, has to be in moderation.
Right.
Wow, wow. All right, so just to wrap it up for us.
Okay.
Final advice to all young people, as in the age range that you're looking at, living healthy.
Living
What should they
healthy.
avoid?
All right, what
And-
I'm going to tell
Yeah.
the public, the youth today, is that eat a balanced diet that has high fiber, good proteins, good fat, vegetables. Limit your sodium intake. If you
Yeah.
have diabetes, you need to check your sugars regularly. If you have hypertension, check your pressure most of the time.
Okay.
Try to stay away from most of these supplements and herbal medications because those also go a long way to affect you. Continuous intake of drugs, maybe the diabetes drugs or the hypertension drugs. Also regular exercises. If you can't go to the gym, there's swimming, there's dancing, there's jogging, there's brisk walking. Then those who are involved in chronic smoking and alcohol, it goes a long way to affect us, so it has to be checked as well. Then one final thing is, if you have any of the non-communicable diseases that I've mentioned above, like cholesterol, diabetes, hypertension, make it a point that every year you check your kidney so that your estimated glomerular filtration rate is intact and you know that you're good to go.
Yeah.
And then
Fantastic.
try and avoid stress. Stress really forms an important part of this whole thing. If you relax, sleep well, take a lot of water, keep hydrated, which is very important, and don't stress yourself. I'm sure your kidneys will be happy and
And
jumping.
they'll be thanking us.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's a good one. You know, nice and brief, straight to the point. Listen, you only have two. That's all. Two for, let's say, 80 years. You're blessed to live up to 80 years. You only have two. Why are you going to mess around with them, you know, and not do the right thing? So as Gracie has told us, do the right things, eat healthy, and don't do the right things when you are 60. No, sometimes that's too late. You're doing the right things at the wrong time. Do the right things as a young person.
Yeah, but that does not mean if you're 60, you shouldn't do the right thing. Please do
Well,
the right
of
thing.
course,
Yeah.
of course, yes. So thank you very much, Gracie.
Thank
you
you
for
so
coming.
much
sir.
for having
Okay,
me.
right. Well, we've been speaking with Gracie, Gracie Hilary Freku. She's a registered dietitian with Medifem Hospital.
Yeah, Medifem Hospital,
Hospital.
Westlands.
All
Yeah.
right, fantastic.